What's going on, guys? My name is ExxotikGaming, and welcome back to a very exciting Pixel Gun 3D video. Today's video is so much hype because we are doing the first review of many of one of the brand new weapons in the new 14.1.0 prehistoric updates. I can confidently say this weapon that we are reviewing today is one of my favorite designs ever. The Primal Beast. It just sounds so cool, it looks so cool, and I love it. So we're gonna take a look at it today. Guys, before this video starts, make sure to leave a like if you want me to do a giveaway that gives away all the weapons from this most recent update for both iOS and Android. Subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this. Going into the armory section, this is the Primal Beast in all of its glory. Like I said before, guys, it looks so cool. I mean, who does not like this boned dinosaur type thing that chomps at enemies and then burns them to a crisp with the lava that it shoots out of its mouth? It even has the lava dripping out of its mouth. It just looks so cool. I mean, we all loved the pet dragon when this thing was released in 2015, but this thing is definitely a couple of notches above that. This is a level 14 area damage weapon that shoots out rockets and has the burning effect with a 26 power and 80 firing rate, a 10 capacity, and a 55 mobility. Now, it's not the most powerful area damage weapon in the world, and you guys will see that throughout this video. We're not going to get too many kills with this weapon, but then again, like I said, I am willing to sacrifice a couple of kills for a weapon that looks as cool as this. You're usually looking at about a 4-shot kill with area damage with this thing. Now, it could be a little bit less if you're in a bigger ranged map and that burning effect really does take effect, but as you will see, it's not the most powerful area damage weapon in the world, and I'm a little disappointed at that. As you can see, having a very difficult time trying to take out the robot samurai. With other area damage weapons like maybe the big buddy and stuff like that, it's only a couple of shots to take out that robot samurai, but unfortunately with this thing, it's a lot more. So you can definitely get kills. Now, I'm not saying this is a weapon that you can't get a single kill with, but as you will see throughout this video, it's definitely significantly less kills than you would with some of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, which I'm kind of disappointed, honestly. I felt they should have made this weapon more powerful than what it is because it looks so cool. I mean, I think this could have been the most popular weapon in Pixel Gun 3D ever if they just made this weapon more powerful. And I hope they do make it more powerful in a future update, because I feel like if there was any area damage weapon that was worthy of a buff, this would be the one. Look at that. That's 5 shots, man. It needs to be more powerful. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you're looking at things like the automatic decorator. That thing's just shooting out Christmas ornaments, and you're gonna tell me that thing is more powerful than this? Nah, man. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, you're going to get a lot of kill assists, as you can see, especially in a close-range map like this, because you're going to encounter a lot of people with very powerful 1- and 2-shot kill weapons. So the chances of you landing all 5 of your shots are pretty low, and you're most likely going to have somebody else finish the person off before you have a chance to do so. So you're probably not going to win matches if you use this the entire length of a time. You will get a couple of kills, but will you get 20 kills? No. Will you get 15? No. You might even have a difficult time getting 10 in maps like Coliseum. But you can get a couple of them, and on the rare occasion that you do, let me tell you, they are the coolest kills ever. You feel powerful. You feel like you trained a dead dinosaur to do the dirty work for you, and that's really all that matters, in my personal opinion. I will be using this thing more in future videos and off camera, because I'm the type of person that really likes weapons based off of how they look. And I'm not totally focused on weapons based off of how their raw power is. That's why you don't see me constantly using the Judge and the Smart Bullet Bazooka and stuff like that. I could use those the entire time I go into matches and get win after win after win, but that's really not the most important thing for me. And for a lot of the people watching this video, that goes the same for them. Now, you're probably going to have to pick and choose the matches that you go into, and I'm going to leave this match because I've only gotten 2 kills so far, and this is obviously not the ultimate match to go into. You really need to find matches where there aren't a lot of players that are using ridiculously OP weapons. That is the key with the Primal Beast. You can find these matches. Now, it's difficult. It seems like most players in Pixel Gun 3Ds are noobs nowadays, where they just like to use one-shot kill weapons, so it's difficult a lot of the times, but you can find them. So if you see a bunch of people using the Adamant Bomber, chances are you're probably not going to consistently take those people out. So you have to pick and choose. You have to try to find the perfect match, and you might have to wait a little bit before you can actually take those people out. But when you do, when you can find the proper match, the kills are awesome, and they're so worth it, and I love using this weapon in those specific matches. So, would I rate this weapon super high based off of how it performs? No, I would not. I would not rate this weapon based off of how it performs at, maybe something like an 8 or 9. I'd probably give this weapon like a 5 in terms of how it performs because, as you can see, I'm shooting a lot of shots at enemies. This thing is max upgraded, and it's just not getting the kills that I'm wanting. But based off of how it looks and how the design and uniqueness of this weapon is, I'm giving this weapon a 9.5 or a 10. And if that's anything based off of how you like weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, well, this might be something you're going to want to get. If you're really tight on gems or coins and you really can't afford to just get a weapon that looks cool and you're really only focused on getting a weapon that's powerful, this is probably not the weapon for you, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say that. I really wish this was a weapon that was more powerful than it is, but, as you can see from this video, the gameplay doesn't lie. It's just not the most powerful weapon in the world. They definitely need to fix that, and they might fix that in a future update, and maybe if you're watching this and you're very confused as to why I'm not doing well, and you're watching this many updates in the future, they might have buffed this thing in the future and made this a much more powerful area damage weapon than it is currently. But 4 to 5 shots with a weapon that goes up against a lot of one-shot kill weapons is just, you can't do it. You can't do it. And it's pretty sad to say that about this weapon. I had high hopes for the Primal Beast, but alas, the Primal Beast might just end up staying extinct. It's not going to return back from the dead, and it's going to stay extinct, probably in the inventories of players after this update. So, hopefully Really Soft will watch this. Guys, share this video around as much as you can so Really Soft can see the desperate need to make this weapon more powerful than it currently is, because this weapon has such great potential. This thing could be one of the most popular area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D history. But right now, it is not going to be the most popular weapon in Pixel Gun 3D history. You're probably not going to see this thing too much because, why would you? It just doesn't really do that much damage. So, in the end, that's basically it. We don't really have much else we could possibly say about the Primal Beast. Now, if we were to actually talk about this weapon, maybe how to use this weapon the best possible way, as I said before, go into close range matches. Silent School, Coliseum, Pool Party, maps like that. Now, that might not 100% be true all the time, because honestly, a lot of the times when you go into these close ranged matches, a lot of these times you're going to encounter people using these ridiculously OP weapons all the time. Because players are real tryhards in Pixel Gun 3D. They don't really know how to have fun a lot of times, and they decide to just use one-shot kill weapons all the time, like the Soul Thief, like that supercharged rifle, and things like that. So if you're watching this and you're kind of disappointed like I am, then why don't you just try to use other weapons? And if more people start to use weapons like this, then weapons like this can actually shine. Because the sad truth is, in Pixel Gun 3D 2018, there are only a select few weapons that will do well in Pixel Gun 3D. And the other ones will kind of just sit there and stay in the inventory of players because they're never going to use it. So stop being tryhards! Use weapons that are more fun in Pixel Gun 3D, and things will be a lot more better. We're going to jump back into Coliseum for the last couple of minutes here, see if we can get a little bit more kills, but as you all have seen from this video, it's really difficult to get kills with this Primal Beast. It can be done, but they're not too common. Because like I said, way too many tryhards in Pixel Gun 3D. In the end, though, it doesn't really matter. I'm not complaining. I'm just happy to have this thing. And like I said, if you're all about weapons in Pixel Gun 3D that are fun to use, then the Primal Beast is definitely the way to go. And I like it a lot. The one thing that's great about this weapon is the fact that you can really spray and pray with this thing. You got a lot of shots before you have to reload. You're most likely, if you don't die yourself, you are going to get a kill before you have to reload. There are certain area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D that, believe it or not, you can't even kill somebody with all the shots. you have to literally use all the shots on an enemy, then reload, and then use more before you can actually kill them. Something like the hot plasma pistol is a perfect example of that. Luckily, that's not the case with this thing. As I said, 4 to 5 shot kill. And with this thing, if you're really, really lucky, you can actually get 2 kills before you have to reload. Most of the time, that's not going to be the case. People like to jump around in Pixel Gun 3D, so you're unlikely to make all of your shots, and in the end, you're likely going to get 1 kill before you have to reload each and every time when you use this Primal Beast. This is one of those weapons that you use alongside others. You don't use it the entire length of a match. You use this alongside your other prehistoric weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. Maybe your prehistoric shotgun, whatever that thing is called, that bone shotgun. You can use that thing as your primary weapon, and then maybe in certain times when the enemy gets a little too close for comfort, and you need to go resort to an area damage weapon, this is the thing that you can take out to finish the enemy off. And it's nice that it has that burning effect because you can land 1 shot on the enemy and then start to use something else, and then you can finish the players off with maybe your Bone Hunter and stuff like that. Not the Bone Hunter, that Bone Crusher and stuff like that. Get that burning effect on them first, then finish them off with something else that's a little bit more powerful. And you can get some great kills with this thing if you use it that way. In this video, I obviously didn't get that many kills, and that was because I wanted to use this thing the entire length of the time. But if I was to use this weapon based off of how I would normally use it off camera, I wouldn't use this thing the entire length of a match. I would use this about 25%, maybe 20% of the time. Most of the time, I'd be using my more powerful primary weapon. Maybe I'd be using my golden friend, and then maybe finish off the person with this thing. So this is one of those area damage weapons that you can't use the entire length of the time, and that way you can get the best results with it. So I like this thing a lot, guys. Unfortunately, I can't recommend it for you, and with that, that's basically it. I don't like how in this new update, whenever you finish a match, it kicks you out. Maybe that's good, because then it makes a more variety of different matches in Pixel Gun 3D, but in the end, as you guys can see, we have to go back into different matches and kind of hope for some level of success. So, yeah, guys, it's not the most powerful area damage weapon in the world, but it has good potential. I hope they update this and make this more powerful in the future. Maybe, if they do, I will re-review this in a future video, so stay tuned. This might be one of the few weapons I will re-review because it's one of my favorite weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. It's a shame that some of my favorite weapons in Pixel Gun 3D are some of the least powerful ones. What is wrong with them? I don't understand. They make the boring weapons the most powerful ones, and then they make the ones that are the coolest the least powerful. All I ask is for them to make this thing a 3-shot kill on a max armored player, sometimes a 2-shot kill, and then this thing would be so much better, so much more powerful, and a lot more people would use it, and it would be a lot more fun, I think. So, yeah, guys, that's basically it. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and this was insightful, this would help, this was helpful, and if I saved you guys some gems and coins and some time and effort, subscribe down below if you haven't done so already. Comment down below the next weapon you want to see reviewed. I am going to be reviewing another weapon today. It's going to be out very, very soon after this video, so stay tuned. Turn on notifications so you can be one of the first people to see that video when it comes out. Anyways, with that being said, can we get one last kill? That's kind of difficult, to be completely honest. I don't think we're going to be able to. We seem to have a lot of one-shot kill weapons in this match, so it's very, very difficult to try to get an actual last kill. We'll try for like 1 more minute and see if we can be lucky enough. I'm going to try to take one of these guys out that seems to be a little bit low. Maybe this guy's low. No, he's not. Dang it. We might just have to go resort for a kill assist for our last kill of the video. Unfortunately, that might end up being the final kill. Maybe this guy. There we go. We got our last kill. So we'll end it on that note. Thank you all for watching, guys. And I'll see you all in the next episode.